What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. First of two live commentaries here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered today. I was originally going to live stream, but at this point, it doesn't seem like we have enough time. So instead, I'll be posting my two live commentaries, my depot update, and my supply drop opening today. And hopefully, we can get into a live stream a little bit down the line, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I will also be posting my patch notes video tomorrow. As of the time of my recording this video, there are no patch notes released from Raven Software yet. They said they are working on them and they will be out soon. But they have, on the other hand, added a ton of new depot items. We have a bunch of new camos, a bunch of new calling cards, emblems, outfits, characters, kits. We have a really cool Arctic Wolf camouflage you can unlock by unlocking every single item in the Arctic Wolf selection. So it's going to be impossible to get, but it looks damn cool, which I'm excited to show you. We also have 3 new melee weapons, and wait for it, 3 new ranged weapons. We have 3 new ranged weapons in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This is a reality. There is a pistol, a shotgun, and an assault rifle, all completely new weapons to the Call of Duty series, which are in this game. Well, actually, one of them isn't new. One of them has been in previous Call of Duty games, but the other 2 are completely brand new, never been in another Call of Duty game ever before. And they are here in Modern Warfare Remastered. I was kind of hoping for them to be adding in weapons from other Call of Duty games. Like, if they were going to expand the weapon selection in this game, I was really hoping for them to add in weapons from other Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare 2 weapons or Modern Warfare 3 weapons, etc., etc. Instead, they just went their own way and they added in a bunch of weapons that we've never seen in the Call of Duty franchise anywhere else. So let's jump into it. This is the depot update. This update came out February 7th, 2017. So we're getting into the depot here. We're going to check out the armory, starting off strong with the weapons. So first up, we've got the sickle melee weapon, which wasn't really mentioned anywhere as far as the patch goes yet anyways. I haven't seen anybody talking about the sickle too much, just because everything is like really focused on the bounty weapons, like the new ranged weapons and the new bounty melee weapons. So the sickle kind of fell under the radar. This is a new melee weapon, a new epic melee weapon that you can find in supply drops. You can also purchase it for 3,600 parts. This is the only other weapon in the entire game that you can purchase for parts, apart from the Brawler's Brew. I would personally go with the sickle over the Brawler's Brew. I happen to get the Brawler's Brew out of a supply drop, actually. But it's pretty cool that you can actually just purchase this one, whereas all the rest, like I said, they are bounty unlocks, and you have to complete the entire collection before you can unlock them. Moving on to the next melee weapon, we've got the Hatchet Man, which is a combat axe or a hatchet. Looks pretty damn cool. You have to get 6 items to unlock this, 6 of the Hatchet Man items. Next up for our melee weapons, we've got the Gladiator Sword, which is by far the coolest melee weapon that I've seen in the game so far. This is my favorite melee weapon in the game. I can't wait to get the Gladiator. It looks really cool, the Gladiator Sword. It is, of course, another collection. You need to get 6 items in this collection to unlock the Gladiator Sword. Moving on to the good stuff now, the ranged weapons. First up, the 44 Magnum. This has appeared in other Call of Duty games, of course, and I'm super excited for it. I've always been a sucker for revolvers in the Call of Duty series, secondary weapons. If there's a revolver in a Call of Duty game, I'm using it. I've used the Python, the 44 Magnum, even like the Executioner. I would put that weapon on over anything else in Black Ops 2 just because it was a revolver of some sort, and I just like revolvers, so I'm definitely looking forward to this weapon. As far as the in-game stats go, this weapon is actually right on par with the Desert Eagle. It's the same accuracy, same damage, same range, same fire rate, same mobility. Of course, this will only have 6 shots, where the Desert Eagle has 7, I believe, but who knows? Like, that's just the in-game stats, and those things always lie. We'll never know the actual statistics of these weapons until the PC players get this patch and start breaking down the in-game files. Next up, we have the KAM-12 shotgun, which has been leaked for a couple months now. A lot of people have been talking about this weapon. It looks a lot like an S12. I can't remember what Call of Duty game the S12 was in. It might have been in Advanced Warfare. Maybe it was in, was it Black Ops 2? I'm not really sure, but the S12 was a semi-automatic shotgun back in the day, and this looks a lot like the S12. However, this is fully automatic, and I have seen gameplay of this already. It is incredibly overpowered, like disgustingly overpowered. It is ridiculous. There is no balancing this weapon at this point. Like, this is ridiculously beyond any other shotgun in the game. It can overpower SMGs. This is the weapon that you're going to want to go for first. If you start opening up supply drops and you get quite a bit of a collection going, go for the KAM-12, use all of your parts, and unlock every single item that you need to get this weapon. Trust me, it is overpowered. It is crazy. It is the hardest weapon to unlock, being a collection of 7. Well, tied with the Gravedigger, the Cliffhanger. Some of these other weapons you need 7 items as well, but this is the hardest ranged weapon to unlock, requiring 7 items to unlock, so you're definitely going to have to try your hardest to unlock this one, but it's totally worth it. It is one of the best guns in the entire game, hands down. Last but not least, the XM-LAR. This was modeled after the FAL or the FNFAL from Black Ops, or was it Black Ops 2? I'm not really sure. But this has been an evolution of a weapon. We've been seeing the evolution of this weapon throughout the game's lifespan. We've seen leaks of this weapon looking like the FAL from Modern Warfare 2. We've seen leaks of it looking like the FNFAL from Black Ops, which is what it looks like now at this point. However, this is not a semi-automatic weapon. This is a fully automatic weapon, and it looks pretty damn powerful. It looks really cool. I love the look of it. It's kind of like a crossbreed between an FNFAL and a SCAR H or a SCAR L. It kind of looks like that with the stock and the magazine and stuff like that. It just looks like that SCAR type of weapon. It looks like a really cool weapon. This is one of the weapons that I'm really looking forward to getting as well. Hopefully we can get some things out of our supply drop opening later today, because damn, these weapons look amazing and I want them before anyone else can get them, because I never seem to have any luck with getting these weapons in any other game. Maybe Modern Warfare Remastered is my game and I'll be able to get some of these weapons. But moving on, we're going to be talking about weapon kits next. Weapon kits, they added a few new ones. There are new pictures showing you all of the older ones. I guess this is a new system. I didn't notice this before if it was in the game, but there is a little image now showing you what each kit kind of looks like once you purchase it. So we've got Pride, that's an older one. First up for our newer camos is Battle Scarred. Battle Scarred is a lot like Battle Worn for the assault rifles, which has been in the game for a while. Battle Scarred is the SMG kit, and it's all kind of like scuffed up. The weapons are old and broken. The MP5 looks ridiculous with that wood grain, but there's like duct tape on these weapons and stuff. It looks pretty cool. Like there's wiring holding it all together. They look kind of cool. They're not as special as the Battle Worn kit. For example, like the AK from the Battle Worn kit just looks absolutely awesome with like this whole back guard just taken off the weapon and stuff. Like the Battle Worn kit looks like it looks a lot cooler than the Battle Scarred kit, but it's very similar. Next up, we've got the Lawman kit for the shotguns, which is a Old West style kit. It's got like the wooden grain kind of styled stock, and it's got the ingrained, like the scratched into the wood style, like etchings, I guess you could call them. Like it's, you know what I mean. It looks kind of like an old Western style kind of kit, which is pretty cool. I like the blue metal. I like that a lot. It's like it gives you a different style of metal there. It looks like it's been heated up and like worn over time or something like that. Next up, we've got Huntsman, which I read a description of Huntsman before I actually looked at it myself, and I was really excited. I thought it was going to be the coolest kit in the game. It sounded like an all gillied up style sniper rifle kit, like in the actual campaign when you play all gillied up and you have that draped kind of camouflage all over your weapon. That's what this weapon kit sounded like, but it doesn't look like that. It looks terrible. Like all the duct tape and stuff all over the guns, they look really bad in my opinion. You guys might like this kit, and it might be a good kit for camouflage, like hiding in the bushes and having people not see your weapon stand out, but personally, I'm not a fan of this kit. I will not be going for this kit in the long run. I mean, of course, I will be going for it so I can cover it in first look kits, but I'm not going to be going for it right away, that's for sure. Next up, we've got, I believe it's the last one, SAR for the LMGs, which removes the stock from some of the LMGs for some reason, but it gives the weapons a golden camouflage, which is damn cool. It's like a golden filament kind of camouflage, and it looks really good. I think it would look really awesome with a gold camouflage. Maybe it would look good with a nickel-plated camouflage. Maybe get that offset of gold and silver. It might look good with the Regal camo even, really. I mean, Regal camo doesn't look that great in this game if you ask me, but it might look good on this weapon kit. At this point, we have moved into weapon camouflages, and because there are so many weapon camouflages in the game, 114 to be exact, I will not be breaking down each individual common and rare camouflage. Instead, I'll be skipping past the common and rare camouflages and moving directly into legendary, epic, and bounty camouflages. If I spent all day on the common and rare camouflages, well, we'd be here all day. For one, the video would be very, very long because I'd have to go through and sort out what the new camouflages are. And two, well, the common and rare camouflages aren't really worth getting that excited over. They're common and rare. You guys aren't going to be all thrilled about getting common and rare items in your supply drops. So we're going to skip right into the legendary, epic, and bounty items. You could freeze frame at any point. As I've been going through these camouflages, the common and rare camouflages, if you see something that's really exciting to you, you can definitely stop the video and check it out and continue on your way when you're done. But the series on my channel called First Look Kits and Camos, we go through each camouflage individually, legendary, epic, and higher. We do not cover the common and rare camouflages in the game because honestly, who gets excited about a common or rare camouflage? I mean, they do look really cool in this game, but we're starting off with our legendary camouflages here with Pressed. So Pressed is a hunter set camouflage, and it's very similar to any other hunter set. The hunter set is a new set here in the supply drop system, and it features a foliage. So all of the hunter camouflages have some kind of foliage, some kind of leaves on their weapons. The only thing that I don't like about this camouflage is it's red, and a lot of the assault rifle camouflages are red already. Next up, I believe we have Gladiatrix, which is part of the Gladiator set. That's how you get the Gladiator sword, which, I mean, it's okay. It's nothing special. It's honestly more or less a common camouflage if you ask me. Next up, we've got With Fire, one of my absolute favorite camouflages from the new update. It's an SMG kit, and it completely covers your weapon with flames. It's badass as hell, let me tell you. I am super excited for unlocking this camouflage. It's going to look so sweet with certain weapon kits. Next up, we've got the Westwood kit, which again looks pretty well like a common camouflage. It's kind of just like, I don't even know how to explain that. It's kind of like marble, like green marble, but it's really not that special. We've got the Splatter camo from Funhouse, which is cool. It looks like it's been shot with like a paintball gun or something like that. It looks really neat. There are some other Funhouse camouflages in here. They all sort of look the same. They all look similar. They all have a random assortment of random colors all over the weapon, just kind of splattered over the weapon. So it's very much like the other Funhouse camouflages, but it is pretty damn cool, I'm not going to lie. Next up, we've got Barbed, which is an LMG camo from the Aftermath set, which looks super cool. I love the green, like how it's shiny green and it will reflect the sunlight, and the little barbed wire pattern underneath it. It just looks like a badass camo. We've got, okay, these are all older. We've got Stacks, which is part of the SAR kit. So this is how you unlock that SAR LMG kit, which this would actually look really good with the SAR kit. It's like a black, really, really dark black with like dark gold filament on it. It's kind of like the Regal camouflage, the way that the pattern is on there with the golden little imagery. Next up, we've got another Hunter camouflage bark, which is very, very hard to see. It's kind of really dark. Obviously, it's bark, so it's going to be dark. But, I mean, it's really not that special apart from being pretty shiny. Again, it has a lot of red hues, and that's what I don't like about the assault rifle camos in this game, is they're so red. Like, why can't we have an assault rifle camo? Actually, there is an assault rifle camo coming up that isn't red as far as I know. So, I'm looking forward to seeing some more colorful assault rifles. Get out of the... Let's get out of the red style assault rifles from this point forward. Annihilation is also part of the Aftermath set. I'm not really sure what's on the Annihilation. It's like little images. Like I can see little radiation images on there. There's like some skulls and stuff. But it looks more or less like children's drawings or something like that. Like graffiti on this weapon. It's not my favorite, that's for sure. We've got Epoxy from the Battle Scarred selection for the SMGs. Again, this one's kind of more or less a common or a rare camouflage. I don't know why it's an epic. It's not that special, if you ask me. Next up, we've got Jester, which is another Funhouse camouflage. This is for the sniper rifles, and this one has a purple coloring with red and blue gestures all over, which is pretty neat. Next up, we've got the... Where is it? Where is it? I will find you. There's another one here. Okay, we're into Vile for the submachine guns, which is another Diablo set, which is okay. It's not the best Diablo in the world. I think the Flame one looks a lot better, and I believe the Flame one was also a legendary, not even an epic, so there's that. I believe the assault rifle camouflage that I mentioned is in the bounty unlocks here, so we're getting that in a second. First up, we're on to Aftermath, which is the final unlock of the Aftermath kit. Honestly, it's not that cool. It kind of adds a texture to the weapon, like it looks like the weapon is made out of rock or something like that. But the color itself isn't that bright, it isn't that shiny. I wouldn't really go for this if it was me. We've got Hunter. So this is the final Hunter camouflage, which is a far step outside of all of the other Hunter camouflages. All of the other Hunter camouflages are very realistic. They have foliage and trees and stuff. And then this one is just like bright purple. And it's got, I'm not really sure what those are, like those little white leaves. It's very, very cool camouflage. This is the camouflage that I mentioned before. The only assault rifle camouflage that isn't red for the most part. Funhouse for the sniper rifles is okay. It's got clowns all over it. I'm not a big clown fan, so this is not the camouflage for me, but if it's for you, I mean, it's for you. I won't judge. And we've got the Diablo kit, which actually has the Diablo, like, little devil guy on there. You can get a reticle, I believe, for the LMGs in this game that has the same imagery on it. This is definitely not my favorite camouflage in the game. In fact, I think this camouflage looks really silly, but you might like it and you might enjoy running it. But this is the best camouflage in the game right here, guys. Arctic Wolf. To unlock the Operation Arctic Wolf camouflage, you have to unlock every other collection in the entire game as of this date. You have to unlock all 64 collections in the Arctic Wolf selection. So that's a lot. That is a lot of items. That is a lot of supply drops. You're going to have to grind your ass off to get this Operation Arctic Wolf camouflage, but it looks super cool. I love the look of it. It goes on all of your weapons, not just sniper rifles, not just assault rifles. This works on every single weapon in the entire game once you unlock it, which it damn well better. I mean, it's the last camouflage you can unlock. Hopefully somebody can get their hands on this thing in the future at some point before we get a whole new operation of supply drops. But yeah, that's a really, really cool camouflage. I am excited to get that one. It's one of my favorites in the game so far. It's pretty simple. It's pretty plain as far as my standards go, but it's just really cool. And just to be able to have that and just to say, as far as reticles, calling cards, and emblems go, I'm not exactly sure what is new and what is old. So instead of wasting everybody's time and trying to suss that out in this video, I'll be skipping over reticles, calling cards, and emblems entirely. I don't really know anybody that gets all excited about new reticles or calling cards anyways. They're more or less filler items that not a lot of people are super excited about. So it doesn't make sense to waste all of your time in this video going through those items. I will likely come back to them in the supply drop opening later today. If I do happen to get anything new, I'll be going through all of the lists and seeing what's new as far as my collection goes, so you may be able to see them there. But for now, we're going to go into the characters, the combat uniforms, and then we're going to wrap up this video. So starting with characters, we're on to Tex, which is a new character from the 44 Magnum selection. We've also got Sunray from the Battle Scarred collection, and it's kind of neat that she's got like little beauty marks all over her face, so it's like battle scarred. She kind of fits in with the kit, or with the selection, with the set. Next up, we've got some new rare characters. So we've got Lark from the XM-LAR. We've also got the Cestus character from Gladiator. I think there's a couple other ones in here under Legendary. We've got Deluxe from Cesar, or I don't know if that's Cesar or Sar. I'm pretty sure it's Sar. So we've got Deluxe from Sar. We've got Kamikaze from the KAM-12. We've also got Butcher from Hatchet Man. So this is a chick that actually has a camouflage over her face. Now, we already have the one character that does have the camouflage, that one character being, who is it again? It's Devil Dog has the camouflage over his face, and he's a bounty character, whereas this character, this Butcher character, is just a legendary character with the camouflage on her face. So if you were looking for the camouflage on your face, you can now just purchase the Butcher character instead of trying to save up for Devil Dog. Unless you're really going for Devil Dog for the Captain Price hat, then he's not really worth it at this point. We've also got Dandy, which is a new epic character, which is part of the Huntsman collection, and they wear a burqa, or I can't remember what that thing is called. Is it a burqa? No, it's a ski mask. They wear a ski mask in every single selection. Like, it doesn't matter what you are wearing, he will wear a ski mask. He also wears a ball cap for some reason on everything. Like, everything. Even if you're wearing a helmet, he's wearing a ball cap under that helmet. And last but not least, my favorite character from this new selection, we've got the Grunt. So he's got the badass mustache and he's got the aviators. He is a cool dude, and he's only a legendary character as well. So we didn't actually get any new bounty characters apart from the badass motherfucker and the Devil Dog. We have one new epic character, couple legendaries, couple rares, and a couple commons. Last but not least, the combat uniforms. We have added in a couple new combat uniforms. I'm not going to go through the common and rare combat uniforms. We're just going to stick right to the epics. So we've got the full auto combat uniform from the XM-LAR, which looks like large squares. Like, I mean, the combat uniforms, you can't really expect too much of them. They're kind of different from what we've seen in previous Call of Duty games. Like, they're pretty well straightforward. Like, it's a different pattern, same colors, whatever. 44 Magnum, we've got speckled. So yeah, I'd call that speckled. It looks like speckled eggs or something like that. We've got Splatter, which is part of the Hatchet Man collection, which I think there was a camouflage called Splatter, wasn't there? But anyways, this is just kind of like large misshapen blobs on your character's outfit, and the rest of them are older ones. I believe the Storm is older. These are all older, so there's nothing really too exciting going on in the combat uniform area. I mean, the combat uniforms, what can you expect, really? There's nothing too crazy going on with combat uniforms in this game, just because they didn't want to get into too much crap in the supply drop system. They didn't add in different shirts and different pants and different gloves and hats and everything. They've just added in like different little patterns that you can put on your body that really don't make a difference. They don't make you stand out any more or any less. But that is it for the most recent supply drop update, guys. It is February 7th, 2017. Hopefully we don't get another supply drop update for a while, because all the things that are in this supply drop update as of right now are going to take a friggin' long time to unlock. So I'm going to be trying to unlock some of these items later today in my supply drop opening. That will be coming up probably pretty late for you guys. It'll probably be around midnight or something like that, but you guys can catch up on that tomorrow. I will link this video in that video and that video and this video, all that good stuff, so you guys can just hop right over to that video as fast as you can from this one. But that is it for today's video, guys. Just a ton of new items in this supply drop system. 3 new ranged weapons, 3 new melee weapons, a ton of camouflages, the Arctic Wolf camouflage, which just looks so badass. We've got a ton of new kits. Hopefully we can get some of this stuff and show it off in-game in a live stream very soon. But that is just about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Tell me what your favorite item is from the new supply drops that I covered in this video. What is the best item? What are you going for first in the comment section down below? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.